Hey guys, guess what? I think that member mark, I think they finally did it. I think that member mark has finally did it. Did it, done it, whatever you want to call it. Look, I was in the market for a griddle. I had a Blackstone, and I think I had the first Blackstone ever. You know the one with the air fryers, the two air fryers and the bread warmer. That was the one I had. But look at this baby here. They did it. Look at there. Man, let's go through this thing. I haven't even talked about the specs yet, but look at the design on this. Look at that. All weatherproof. You know how that stuff be rusting out? Right here. They fixed that. I had one. Now, I'm not knocking the Blackstone. I'm telling you, I just had it. It's just old. And after a while, this part started rusting out. And it just started rusting out here. But I'm happy with the... Oh, this is smooth. I'm happy with the finish on this. They got an all-weather ignition for starting the grill up. My dream, the tray in the front. I don't have to go behind the grill. Love it. Don't have to go behind the grill at all. Look at the space. Now, you gotta put that gas tank in there first. You gotta tilt it and then lift it and put it down. You just can't put it straight in. Not a deal breaker, but hey, it is what it is. You got storage space. Now, I don't know what these racks are for, but I'm gonna find out soon. And the doors, they close and they stay closed. Look, you know how you assemble stuff and this be off? No, baby. And what it's made out of, man, man. I love the finish. I love the finish. So let's go over some specs. Now, this was at Sam's. And I've looked online to see who was doing a review. No one. People have walked past this. What year is this? This is 2025. That's why there's no reviews on it. Because no one has purchased it yet or decided to talk about it. Now, they're doing a comparison with the Members Mark and the Blackstone. And the comparison, the only difference is the finish, where the drain is. But man, I love this finish. Now, the major difference, look at that. Let me show you. See this right here? Let me show you. Let me lift this lid up. Look. Reinforced heat insulation right there. Man, reinforced. Now, I haven't even talked about how much this thing's cost yet. Look at this handle. Look at the handle. Look at that baby. Look at that shine on that handle. I know you see it. Man, the way I clean my grills, I use that wax. The wax that you put on the cars. The spray wax. The spray and white. Man, that keeps, look at that. It keeps your grills shine. Look how smooth that is. I think that's going to last like that for a long time. Now, let's get back to here. I told you about the all-weather ignition, which is right here. All-weather. Look at that. Ooh, listen to that. Oh, it's ready. It's ready. It has these little rubber gaskets. See that rubber gaskets around it to keep the water out. Because you get that water in there, your battery starts to erode. You don't like that. Me either. So, the other difference is the cooking area. No major difference to me. I can't find a difference between 720 and 760. I know if I was cooking something, I need that extra little corner. Maybe that's what that is. But hey, there is more cooking space on this Blackstone than it is the Member Mark, but not by much. Everything else the same. Now this is 7 gauge hot control. No, this is a hot roll steel griddle. So that's carbon black. That's the lid, carbon black, painted steel, hinge lid for cooking and storage. Blackstone has black painted steel, but basically the same, a little bit, but the only difference is the color and the smoothness and the texture that they paint that lid with. That's what I noticed for sure. Now, do the Blackstone have an all-weather? You know what? My Blackstone, I never had a problem with it being outside and never lighting. So I'm going to tell you that right now. So I don't know. Maybe there's a difference between all-weather and a regular ignition. I'm sure it is. But my battery did corrode one time because I left it outside. But this thing right here, they say it can stay outside. But hey, but the cool thing about this is it came with its own cover. Yes, it has its own cover. So we don't have to go over covers. I'll show you cover later. So, and it also came, well, you never run out of these. So it came in one of these scrapers too. So that's cool. Now it has a front grease access, which we already did. Black powder coated steel cabin doors, black powdered, and they're right. It's a black powder. Look, steel doors. Look at the inside. Look at the lining. That's made to last, sir. So this is to me, in my opinion, this is the ultimate Pro Series 5-burner gas griddle. I'm gonna be so happy with this. So, what else we got on here? Okay, so we got to the shelves, got the tool holder. You know what tool holders are. I mean, everything comes with a tool holder. So, if you don't have a tool holder, you can buy a tool holder. So don't let that make your decision for you. Same thing. See that? Now the only difference is that this came with a dual all-wall cover included. That's the griddle cover. Then you got your griddle tools. You got a scraper included. Includes 8. Of course, you know what that is. That's the hangers we just talked about for the tools. And what's that? Replacement grease catch liner. Now, there is something behind here that I have no idea. I have no idea what that's for. But it says hot surface. So I'm assuming they're saying that this is an extra grease catcher. So I know it can be removed. So there's your extra grease capture there. And it easily goes back on. I assembled this in no time. I assembled this in no time. I want to say it took me like an hour to put this together. So if you had 2 people putting this together, you can have this done probably in 15 minutes in no time. The hardest, what was the most difficult part? But it really wasn't difficult. Is of course getting this on top by myself. Wasn't difficult. It wasn't that heavy. None of them that heavy anyway. It's all about getting them on top. Now, I notice the difference with this is that it actually has, can you see that? See that has that screw right there. And that also keeps the griddle top in place. So it won't slide. I guess if you're moving it or something, it won't slide. So that's cool. So, what do we have here? So we already went over that. Oh, well, of course, I don't know any griddles that don't have the folding things here. I don't even know if it's worth me showing it to you, but there it is. But it has but I want you to see, look at that. They're not giving you anything cheap to put this thing together with, sir. Look at that. Locks right back in place. Of course, you got your magnets for holding your tools. Does it work? Yes, it does. All right. So what else we need to go over? Oh, the grill itself. The griddle itself. Now, I am used to that little trap being in the back. My first time having it here. I'm not gonna have a problem with it there. Some people complain about the location of it. It doesn't matter because sometimes when I cook, things accidentally go that way. So people talking about, hey, it's accidentally going this way. I don't know what to tell you. It's just cook and keep it going. You gotta have a drain. You gotta be able to drain this your waste somewhere. So it did have this black little coating on it. I just wiped it off. So I'm gonna get ready to treat this, but I want you to see what it looks like before I treat it. Okay, so I'm gonna be removing this. This is cool. Came with a little magnet on it right there. It's already in a box like that. And of course, this one folds down as well. But we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that demonstration. But dude, I am so excited about this one. All right. So once again, this is the Members Mark 5-burner griddle. It's the Pro Series. Man, look at that finish. Look at that finish. I'm gonna do a lot of cooks, man. I'm gonna walk you through this this is 2025, so this thing is brand new. Now, let's talk about cost. All right, so if I was gonna get a Blackstone, you already know we're paying $500 to $600 for a Pro Series Blackstone, sometimes $700. This right here was only $399. $399 for all these features and textures and powdered, painted stuff, double walled. That's why I'm showing you this now, because I know this is going to turn another color right there. It is, and that's just what that is. So let's get this baby treated, and I'm gonna be using bacon grease to get this treated. We'll be back. Oh, so guys, dang, I forgot the most important thing. Well, first I got my bacon on there, the bacon oil. Okay, but I didn't light it yet because I got to thinking before I lit it. You guys need to see how it lights. All right, so I'm gonna turn this one, turn this one, I'm gonna turn this one, I'm gonna turn this one, I'm gonna turn this one. How's it light? Look. Did we get them? We got every last one of them. I love that. I like that sound. Everyone lit. Everyone lit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all lit. I like that sound. Let me do it again. All of them lit. Oh yeah. Now when I was assembling it, right there on those burners, those igniters, you want to kind of bend them a little bit in because some of them was too far out. Could just be from, I guess how they put it together or whatever, blah blah blah. Anyway, so those igniters, make sure you push them a little bit closer, and you know it does have a little temp readers there for those who cook. But I got this on high, and we're finna get this baby treated. All right. Now I'm not gonna sit here and do a long video on this treating part, but just that's what I'm about to do right now. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I am still in the middle of treating this griddle, but I want you to see this for a reason. You can see where the hot spots are, and it's even across. That's heat. So the hottest spots are evenly across. Of course, the hottest is in the middle because the circle is bigger here. So that's how you can find out where your heat is. You don't need those guns. You want those guns, yeah, that's one thing, but how is it burning? How is it cooking? Where's your hottest spots? Does it burn evenly across? And that's what you want. You want it to burn. See, there's burning from this edge all the way over to this edge. And there's still some oil there, so I know it probably would have burned some more. But you can tell down here, it's hot, but it's your cooler spots. But it is hot, but it's not as hot as there. Because if it was, these would be burnt by now, treated by now, but you can see it's on its way. See right here? So man, this, I don't know what Member Mark did, but Member Marks would tell you something. After I post this, people are going to buy this grill. So I don't know. Inbox me. Send me something, because I just advertised for you. And nobody knows about this 2025 grill. It is the bomb. Now, I did something different that most people don't do. That's why you see this oil here. I sprayed the bottom of it because I noticed on my last Blackstone at the bottom it rusted. And so I was like, let me spray it to treat it at the bottom as well. So I'm treating the whole steel, the whole iron. So yes, this baby is going to be ready soon. Notice this is while this is burning at that high heat, it didn't warp. Some people was talking about how sometimes the metal would just warp, just like bend. It's still even across. And to me, if it bends, oh what? I don't care. It's not that serious to me if it bends anyway. That means that the fluid is going to flow in a certain direction. I'm okay with that. I just know how to work through that. Some people take things too serious. The drain hole. It's right there. Whew, there's heat in there. Some of the oil went in there. I'm gonna put that back in there. So, as a matter of fact, I want to show you that it comes with liners too. I forgot to tell you. So I got 5 liners that it came with. So you got a good start right here. So, all right, what else? I think that's it, man. Just in that time and I'm talking to you, look at there, starting to treat itself even at the edges here, evenly. So your heat should show up in a circle. Okay, because heat rises, so it's gonna do so heat does this, and then it goes out. So it's hitting the bottom, then going out. So that's why it's in a circle. So your cooler spots are on the edges. Well, the less hot spots are on the edges. That's why you have a circle. You don't need these guns. Everybody's trying to just temperature gun, that temperature gun. No, man, you just cook and just keep it moving. When this doesn't work, when you put a steak on there and it doesn't sizzle. Now, there is something I purchased, and I'm sorry I'm going to call it out. I did get, because what I wanted was an all-in-one. And you know what? Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you know what? Don't mock me. Don't down me on this yet. I'm gonna try it one more time. But this is an insert, and they don't get hotter than a griddle. And I was thinking I was gonna have an all-in-one, but this is the insert. And when I put the steak on there, it took a long time for that steak to cook. And the temperature, when I closed the lid, it didn't even reach 500 degrees. Now, when you have a gas grill, you can get past 500 degrees. It didn't even reach 500 degrees with the steel in there. So, I don't know. Don't quote me on this yet. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison, and we'll take it from there, okay? So, let's hold on that. All right, here we go again. There's that heat circle. See? It needs to make that circle. That's what you need. That means it's burning evenly. The heat is It's hotter and it cools down. Hotter, cools down. This circle. It's the circle of heat. So it's even made itself down here to the end. See how evenly that. Remember, it wasn't here. Now it's evenly here and evenly there. Now, these circles here in the corner, sometimes it'll take a minute. Don't let that throw you off. Just keep cooking. So, we're getting this baby treated. And to be honest with you, as long as you got this right here, this heat circle right here, I mean, you're actually good to go. You can actually start cooking. Don't let that throw you off. Just keep cooking. And then when you're done, make sure your grill stay oiled and, treat it again. Treat it again. After a while, you're not have to treat it at all. It's just it's gonna be perfectly ready. So, there's another thing to talk about. Let's see. One of the problems I had with some of the griddles, and I think that's with all of them, is that it gets hot right here because there's nothing there to block the heat. Of course, the heat has to escape somewhere. So, you could put a little heat guard right here. They're real cheap, so it can blow back more this way. I call them as a wind guard is what it's called. But it's a little hot right here, and most of it depends on how the wind's blowing. Because, it's hot over here too. So both sides are hot. So be careful when you try to put your condiments here, like your ketchup and your plastic bottles, because it will melt. And it's done that on every griddle I've worked with. So don't let them trick you on that technology stuff. I mean, anything close to heat is going to melt, right? Duh. So this is get this little heat circle here. It's perfect. You can even see the heat making it here on the edges. See right there? That circle is completing itself even to the edge. See right there? See, that circle is completing itself even to the edge. That's what you want. And this edge is already done. So, all right. So, that's it. We'll be back. All right. So, we are back. This is the Pro Series Member Mark 5 burner gas griller. Member Mark Pro Series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gas burner griddle. We're gonna do us some steaks. Let's see what this griddle is all about. Remember, I just set this up today, and I'm finna see. Now, be honest with you, I like my steaks over fire, but we're gonna try this one out. I have had it on the griddle before. That is how I started off. So, and I have it seasoning. I have it seasoned with my steak dust. So here is the steak dust. My new label. It's perfect for what we're about to do right now with the steaks. Also great for burgers. So let's get it in. So this baby is heated up. I'm gonna use some avocado oil. So here we go, y'all. The moment of truth. Now I'm just gonna leave the burners on right here. I'm gonna turn these two off. Griddle's nice and hot. Actually, I got 3 on right here. So that's all we need for 3 steaks. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna use a little avocado oil. All right, that's staying on there pretty good. I like that. And let's get these steaks on there. That's the sound you want to hear. That's the sound. A little oil running away here. There we go. That's the sound. That sound. That is the sound you want to hear. Now, I've cooked with a couple things, and we'll talk about that later, and I didn't get that sound. So let's let that sear a little bit. So I'm going to let it sear on one side, and I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. All right, now we're going to flip this over. There we go. Hey, notice it wasn't sticky. This is my piece tonight. These two I'm going to seal in my vacuum sealer. I'll let that sear a little bit. Cool. Now I'm going to do this. I got my little marinade mix here, so you do a little bit of that marinade. I'm not going to use butter on this cook, so add a little oil right here. Let me tell you the cool thing to do at this point. Try to cover it. Well, I noticed that, okay, that's not big enough. So I'm going to go get my other one. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's see the difference between covering and not covering. Perfect. We'll get that a little cook. And I think since I'm not using fire, I like to cover it so that so what's happening in here is that it's not only is it searing, but it's also steaming, and the seasoning is actually searing in the meat, so everything's soaking in and out the meat there. So that's the perfect reason why I use this. But we're gonna try it because let's just see what happens. So why did I get rid of the Blackstone? Well, there was nothing wrong with the Blackstone. I just used it a long time, and then it just started getting old and it started rusting. So the cost of replacing the burners, the handles, and you know, the actual cast iron itself, the cost is too extreme to repair it, so it only makes sense to get something else. Well, I was going to get another one, but then I was walking in Sam's and I saw this. I said, whoa. And I looked at the price. I said, let me give this a try. And what made me get it is that how they was comparing it with the Blackstone. I know a lot of people have a lot to say about the Sam's version, the Members Mark. I never owned a Members Mark. This is my first time. But I'm going to tell you, when I was putting that thing together, there's a lot of brackets that was keeping that thing sturdy and tough so that I wouldn't have any rocking issues. And this thing is not rocking. The wheels on this thing is like, man, it's like top notch. So not tripping. So you see what I was saying? How those juices are running through there? It's making you a very juicy steak. So we'll compare the two. So not knocking Blackstone, it was just me. It was just me walking around and eventually finding something different and just giving it a try because of the price. Now I don't have anything. I mean, I know everybody. You know what? Let me just cut the chase. Hey, you companies, man, you guys are gonna have to start cutting this cost because the cost of food, the cost of everything going up, and the product is going up. I mean, I'm looking at now on a pellet grill. Pellet grills are going up, man, like $1,000, $3,000 for a pellet grill. Man, that's. I mean, it's not like we don't have the money, but come on, like, whoa, that's kind of, man. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this guy over. There's our difference there. That's the reason why you have me covering it. So I haven't flipped this over yet. So I'm gonna give this a flip, and then it's time to pull it. Add a little bit more in. Let's cover this up and let that finish out for a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get my temperature probe. Oh yeah, I forgot. I like to add a little water because it creates that little steam. And all that seasoning from the grill is going in the steak. And this is creating that little steam in there. So check out my temperature thing, man. I got this from Uline as a free gift. Because I make my own seasonings, and I had bought some seasoning, and if you order something at a certain price, they'll give you a free, you get some free items. Well, dude, this right here, oh my gosh, I love it. Look at there. When you open it, it starts the temperature. And let's see where we are right here. Now I'm a 1 with my steaks. I'm a 135 guy. So right now we at 109. Now it's a little bit hotter in here because of the steam. So let's see what we got here. Ooh, I'm going ahead and pull this because that cooked a little bit faster than I needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off here. Put this on the cool side. Hey, even the cool side is still sizzling. So I was gonna put that on there, but we're supposed to be testing that out. So I'm gonna go get those steaks that I put to the side on the plate to get the rest. I'm still here with you. Reason why I'm doing a full cook video because I need you to see how this griddle actually works. Usually I'll kind of make some cuts in between, but I want you to see how this griddle actually works. So I'm sorry it's a long video, but how are you gonna know if you want to purchase this or not? So hang in there. All right, I'm gonna start shutting this eye down. I'm down to one eye, so only one burner going right now. I mean, not eye, I'm sorry, like we're cooking on the stove, but only one burner going right now, and it's this one. And I think it's time to pull this baby here. Check it out. Yeah. Some areas, okay, there we go. That's 130, 135. So I'm gonna pull that up right now. Turn this eye off, and we're gonna let this rest. And we're gonna check this steak out, okay? All right, so let's see how my treating going there. I'm gonna scrape this up. Hey, look at that, smooth. Treated perfect. See, still there. Just keep cooking on this thing, man. Some people buy griddles and they go like a whole month without cooking anything. You're wasting your money. These are outdoor griddles for people that, man, is gonna cook at least twice a week. Me, I'm either gonna cook every day on it. If I'm not cooking on it every day, there we go. I want to see how that drain hole worked. It went right down there too. Cool. That's how you know your grill's treated. You're able to do that right there. So, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put some more oil on there and kind of let it treat itself again. Okay. And we'll be back. When we get back, we'll be looking at those steaks. All right. So after that steak rest, you get those juices like that. Okay. That's why you let it rest, because it's still cooking. And those juices are letting loose all that flavor. So they'll let you know the flavor's inside the steak. So this is the one I cooked a little bit too long, so I'll call that a done one. Tell you what. That's real good. Some juices. Now I'm gonna go eat the other one that I didn't cover. All right, so here's the one that we didn't cover. Hey, still juices flowing there. You know, because we let it rest. Let's cut into this baby. See what we got. Yeah. There we go. That's me at my 135. I like it like that. That's good. Trying to see if I can tell the difference between the covered and the uncovered. It's real tight. So with the covered, I noticed that the seasoning was a little bit more in and out the meat versus with uncovered. The seasoning more layered on top. But at the end of the day, this is still good. Yes, sir. So, guys, thank you for spending this day with me. I assembled my griddle, which wasn't hard to do. I'm telling you, don't sleep. Don't sleep on this Members Mark Pro Series. I'm telling you, don't sleep on it. You walk by it, as Sam's was thinking about it. I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for a griddle, I will get this one right here. I promise you. I don't play around with food. That baby cooked evenly. The burners are on point. Other than that, hey, this is like a mark. Everything you do, make sure you do it on purpose. Because I did this right here on purpose.